Do not do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. Okay, let's just call that 10 seconds. All right, 10 seconds to fill up a gallon out of this hose. Okay, let's do a little bit of math. What we have here is a Chevrolet throttle body injected small block, 5.7 liters. Displacement, 5.7 liter displacement is 350 cubic inches. Okay. It takes 2 crank revolutions to displace 350 cubic inches, which means for every revolution it only displaces 175. Okay, if we have it running at 2,000 RPM, it has the potential, 175 times 2,000, to move 35,000 cubic inches a minute. I think that math is right. Now, if we take that 350 cubic inches divided by 8, that gives us 43.75 cubic inches per hole. Okay, there's 8 cylinders. Each one of those cylinders is capable of holding 43.75 cubic inches. Okay, this is 91. I'm assuming it's about an 8-to-1 compression ratio. 43.75 divided by 8 is 5.47 cubic inches. Okay, you picking up what I'm laying down? That's when the piston is at the top of the compression stroke. That's how much space there is. Okay, 1 gallon of water has 231 cubic inches of water in it, according to the Wikipedia. Okay, so this is getting kind of, let me think about this. So 231 cubic inches of water divided by 43.75, that's your compression ratio, the volume of your compression ratio. It takes 5.28 revs to pass a gallon. Okay, and we're trying to run at 2,000. All right, so what? So at 2,000 RPM divided by, the engine is capable of moving 378.79 cubic inches of water before. No, wait a minute. Did I do that right? Per gallon. Anyway, this is what alcohol does for you. Alright, here's the point. I'm an old fart, and I see all these videos of these people. They're taking their sea foam and they're dribble, and they're taking their water in a squirt bottle, a quart, and they're going squirt, 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 squirt. Watch this. Okay, do not do this. Okay, hold on. I was aware enough. When I was a young child, it was still the mid-60s, okay? Catalytic converters didn't exist. Fuel injection did not exist, okay? There was a gentleman standing next to the pumps when you pulled into the gas station. And he'd ask you what you wanted, okay? Did you want high test? Did you want regular? You know? And then he had a couple of bays over there. If you had problems, you could pull in there and he'd fix you right up. And I can vividly remember my mother talking to Mr. Webb and saying that the car wasn't running quite right. And Mr. Webb says, well, you know, we did a tune-up 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And he goes, why don't we burn a tank of high test, okay, and have your husband take the car out and blow it out. That was a thing back then. You quite literally, your mechanic would tell you, and this reminds me of a scene from Ford versus Ferrari. When anyway, told him his high-strung sports car needed to be driven like a race car instead of like a school teacher. Anyway, here we go. Here's how you do this. I'm getting ready to turn the hose on this sumbitch. It's a dance between throttle and water, okay? Yep. Hold on. Got a little too aggressive. Hold on. And yes, the exhaust is full of water. Anyway, little bit of practice, you can do it without killing it. All right. And if you leave the hose in when it's not running, yes, you will kill it. You will kill it. That's the way the old geezers did it back in the day. Speaking of which, now I want to point out, probably hard to see, but there is plenty of black stuff. So, anyway, don't do this. Don't do this.